Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. We have Bateson Genetics on with us. Thank you for coming.
Howdy, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day.
Oh, every day I get to take a ride on the spider is a good day.
On a spider.
Yeah, a Can-Am spider.
That thing must be fun.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a blast.
Well, that and Larry can't ride it right now, so
Well, I
lucky
get to
you
drive
get it
him
all to
around on
yourself.
it.
Ah,
Hmm.
that too. That works. Let's see. I'm hoping some.
And he doesn't mind, actually, when I drive and he rides.
Well, I thought he usually likes to drive it, but right now he can't.
Well, he likes to drive it, but when we're together, he usually lets me. Is that a
Got it.
red-tailed catfish, or is that a pufferfish?
It's a pufferfish.
Neat.
She's a fajaka.
Oh.
Awesome. They don't
Yeah.
get that. Fahakas are the ones that don't get very big, right?
No, fajakas get like 14,
They get
16
big.
inches.
Okay, so they do get pretty big.
Yeah, mine's about a foot, maybe a little more.
That's
I mean,
awesome,
she's
though.
in. That's in a 150 right now, so.
You're sounding okay for right now, Kevin.
Okay, good. I am glad. At least he's coming through okay. I thought it was me, but I don't. I know I'm in the car, so it could very well
she'll,
be
uh,
me.
she'll get real excited here in a second. I got clams in my hand. She
Oh,
knows it.
No,
hi, Sandy.
red root floaters, right?
No,
Hello, Sandy. No red root
no.
floater. Okay, that's good.
Sandy's
That's good.
saying hi to you, Kevin.
Hello, Sandy. Hope you're doing well. Uh, I was we were talking a little bit right before the stream, and he said he handed his wife the red root floaters, and she promptly threw it into the turtle tank.
Oh, and the turtle ate it all up, didn't they?
No, I grabbed it before she could.
Oh, you got lucky. Got
Okay,
lucky
that's
then.
a good save. Hello, Michael.
Hi,
Hope you're
Michael.
doing well. Looks like people are somewhat trickling in, which is good. Um, all right. So,
Sandy.
could you tell us a little bit about yourself, or at least as much as you are willing to? A little bit of
Um,
background.
I mean, what do you want to know? I was born and raised in Washington. I like to do fish tank stuff. I've worked as a machinist for. Um, I did that for about 5 years,
Oh.
and then now I've been doing. I paint cabinets. I've done that for like a little over 3 years now.
Okay.
Um, that's I've had a fish tank almost my whole life. There was a couple stints in there where I didn't really, but since I was like probably about 6 or 7,
Okay.
I mean there
And
there
so,
was there was a couple years, probably when I was like 14 or 15 where I didn't have anything, but
okay. So I'm
yeah,
curious. I'm curious then, what got you into the hobby?
My very first fish, or like what got me into the hobby like this?
Both.
So my very first fish were 2 betas in one of those little half-gallon tanks with like the dividers in the center. I had those things for, man, shoot, almost 3 years before we put them in like a big 55 gallon.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm awake.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
But
Okay.
those were my first fish.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then my stepdad got me a fish tank like a year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in there, year and a half ago. And I just I got my wife into it, and together we kind of just dove straight in. Like we just started picking up.
At least the wife enjoys it too. Hello, GRB.
Yeah, that's she's been out here working on her stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
These are her tanks over here. We actually just set up a couple more up there.
You can never have enough,
She does.
Right?
She does betas.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with betas. They're amazing.
Oh no, I love betas.
I will say sometimes I do find it a little bit difficult how much real estate they take up and how you can't really put any other fish in there, but or any other betas. But. So I'm curious. I think I know what hers is. What is your favorite fish?
I have a hard time choosing.
Fish, species, or just aquatic animal in general?
See,
I know.
I probably would end up going with pufferfish. It's my favorite species. I mean, I have 3 kinds right now. I plan on getting a lot more later, but I do want to. I really want my next pufferfish. I want to do some figure 8 puffers and brackish.
You got fajakas, right? You got one fajaka right now?
Yeah, we've got the one fajaka, but you can only do one of those per tank, and they need like 90 to 150 gallons.
I was just wondering if you had any other puffers that you've gotten, or whether that was the only puffer you had right now.
Oh no, we've got that one. We've got a humpback dragon puffer.
Okay.
And then I have 6 red-eye red-tail puffers.
Oh, nice.
Those are, I've really been loving those guys. They've been doing really good for me.
So, what is the first fish or aquatic animal you kept?
It was a red beta and a blue beta.
Nice.
Like real simple.
And do you have any other animals?
Oh yeah. Well, so we've got the turtles.
Okay. Awesome. Love those.
He's a big red ear slider.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then 2 little yellow ear sliders over here.
Oh.
They're, still smaller than my palm.
Yeah, they are pretty small right now. Oh, that's so cool.
Then, oh, we've got the snake. Is that a 4 foot or so corn snake?
Nice.
Had him since actually before we got all the tanks and stuff. We've had him for a while. And that's he actually my wife's my father-in-law found him in the middle of the road going down to Grants Pass one year, I think.
Oh.
But yeah, he just like randomly in the middle of the road. And he was like still a baby.
For some reason, I can't imagine my mother allowing me to have a snake. I wonder why.
Well, and that's
I can't.
look at how he's huge, but his head is as small as my pinky, you know? Like his head is so tiny, but he does eat entire field mice at once.
I
We
was
feed
gonna
him
say
like
they
the
can't.
frozen field
They,
mice.
I was gonna say they can't open their jaws quite huge. Very
Yeah,
deceptive.
he can still put it down. And then
Doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Hello, Jess.
so then we've got the puppers. Bella.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. How old is she?
She's about 10. She's had a few litters
Oh.
of puppies in her life, and
Oh wow.
she's an
That's
old
awesome.
girl.
Oh.
She's sleepy though.
I can imagine.
I know it's a rough life sleeping all day and night.
Yes, my girl right next to me, she's 9.5, almost 10, and yeah, she's just eats and sleeps, eats and sleeps.
And then we've got this one, and she is extra skittish. Make too loud of a sound, she'll go sprinting away.
Oh. Oh. Very cute though.
Yeah, she's a
I wish I
sweetheart.
could. I really wish I could have a cat.
She basically has this whole bedroom to herself.
Are you serious?
That's yeah. Basically, I come in here to work out and stuff, and that's about it.
Well, lucky her. Can I move in then?
No, gotta use
Bummer.
it for storage. Actually,
Bummer.
you want to see it? So I've been pulling yarn and stuff from my grandma's house. She hoarded it. Look at this room. This room is obscene. This is all yarn, floor
Wow,
to ceiling.
dang,
And there's still
that's a
more up
lot.
there. I still don't have it all.
Are you serious? What are you gonna
Yeah.
use all that yarn for?
So I found a couple of it's my wife's old coworker and his wife want to buy it all and donate it to the hospital to have them make baby blankets out of because she knows a bunch of people that work there or whatever.
Got it.
So
Well, that's awesome.
it's kind of a win-win-win situation all around because I could use the cash, they can use it as a charitable tax write-off or whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then it would go to the hospital. So that's what I've been real busy with. That and I did just set this up today. I'm pretty excited about it. It's my
Yeah,
little, instead of just having all the totes
oh,
on the ground, I got them up on a rack now. Put
oh.
a couple more on each piece if I want.
Yeah, I just put one of them. I just started and put one of the back totes outside.
I actually have a whole set of them outside too. Been working on big tanks today. Trying to get this
Nice.
one all sealed up.
Oh, that looks like an awesome thing.
It's a 220. I got it a while back, but it's one of those tanks that needs a lot of work. I mean, shoot, there's
Understood.
duct tape on it.
Dang. Hey,
uh,
duct tape is amazing. It's magical. It does everything.
this is the score for today, though.
What? Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, this is the 150 I just got today,
And it
and
looks like it's not leaking, so that's good.
no, not yet.
Well, let's cross our fingers and hope that it does not.
No, that's. I mean, the guy had this set up, and he had a red tail shark in it, so he was getting ready to set up a pond in his garage.
In his group. Huh. Alright.
Yeah, I think it didn't Rachel O'Leary do that for a while.
You're probably right.
Sounds like something I think she did.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But then I got a little bit of a mess out here, but not terrible.
That's not too bad.
Got some little
Well,
ponds set up.
I need to do that with mine. That's a good idea. Cutting a hole in the top.
It's
That's a good
it's
idea.
not easy with a pocket knife, let me tell you. It's not easy. I
I
recommend just
don't.
using a saw.
Yeah, but a saw is a little bit too big. Well, I guess it
If you
depends.
got
But
if you got like a jigsaw, I think it would work really good.
yeah, I think I might get my dad to cut using a jigsaw because that is a good idea. I have thought of doing that because that holds its integrity a little bit more. What do you put on top of it?
Oh, see, I'm in a greenhouse, so I haven't been putting anything on top of these.
Oh, okay. I thought you had something on
But
top of. Oh, it's just a wrap. Okay. I thought
yeah,
as
it's
you
just a
went over there, I thought I saw a little bit of something on top. That's awesome.
yeah. No, I did buy some like window screening. You
Ah,
can use like window screen, buy it for like $10 for a big roll of it. And you could like silicone that onto these lids if you wanted to.
oh, that's smart.
That's kind of what I was thinking about doing, but I haven't really, I don't know. I haven't had the need for like getting bug control out here yet.
Well, I mean, if you have a greenhouse, yeah, that's fine.
That's kind of like I got it just in case, but there hasn't really been anything in there yet because I keep it all, shut.
Yep.
Yes. So it was it was 113 degrees here today, right?
Ooh.
My wife filled this thing up and got into it for like a half an hour and just let water.
Oh.
Oh man.
Well, why do you even need to jump in there? Why don't you just get a hose?
She just had the hose just running into it and it was
Yeah, but
just
why need the bucket? Why not just spray each other with the hose? Jeez. No need for that. Just no need for that. Just a hose would work.
I'm excited for this. I Oh yeah, the tank came with all this too. This is all sand from the wet spot. They're like medium fine sand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, that's a
I think
lot.
they charge like $3 or $4 a pound for this stuff.
Wait, so where did you get it?
It came with that tank because I
Oh.
live I live right next to Portland and stuff, so
It's my
everyone
fault
gets
when
their
you gone
stuff
while
from the
I
wet
was
spot.
gone.
Got it. What?
Oh, just wondering if you
I hear
muted
an
it
echo.
because my phone rang again.
Yeah, I hear an echo.
An echo. I know what that's
Definitely hear an
from.
echo. What?
There it is.
What is it from?
Is that
Yeah,
better?
it was gnarly today, GRB.
That's much better.
Because now I can't
Yeah.
hear you.
You can't hear me?
Your volume is terrible on my computer.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bateson?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
can
hear me
hear you.
okay? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her audio. That's weird.
That's what I'm checking. No, when I have it on my TV, I can hear. When I have it on my computer, I can't.
Oh. Yeah, I need to get a mic. You need to get a speaker.
And I really hate using headphones.
Yeah, I can just see that. So, I'm curious, Bateson. How did you get your name? Your YouTube channel name?
So Bateson, I mean my last name, and then the genetics part.
Of course.
So I don't know why I did research into it, but there's a guy named William Bateson, and he was the first person to like prove that like recessive diseases can be passed down through generations. I don't know.
Hi,
He did a bunch
Danny.
of stuff with genetics back in like the 1700s, I believe, and basically was famous enough to get his own castle and stuff in England. um,
Oh. But how did
yeah,
you come up with
that
the name of the channel?
it just I don't know. It sounded really decent. I originally went with Exotic Aquatics, but come to find out, that's the most overused name in the industry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
because it brings everybody's attention immediately.
Yep. Hello, Danny. Bateson found out incest is bad. Oh, is bad because genetic. Oh, Senegal bite. Huh. Hope you're doing well, Dan.
Yeah, there's another Baisher back there too. He's just hiding in that hut. Most scaredy pie guy I've ever had. He'll come out though, and he'll wait until this little guy's eaten, and this little guy will eat like half the thing, and they'll sit there and tussle because the big guy will try and steal anything that this little guy tries to eat.
But
And then and then the little guy beats him up.
Oh, you'd think he'd stop after that. First time.
Let's see if I can get my. I got
You think?
baby Epistos in here.
Hello, John Oliver.
I think that's one right there on top of the hut.
Do you still hear music? That might have been me. Hello, Patty.
Hi, Patty. Hey, Jay Oliver.
Hello, Patty. Oh, joy. Now Patty found us. Great.
Yes, Sandy, I was checking my
Hello, Mike.
speakers, but it doesn't help. Kevin's always very muted when he speaks on my computer.
Danny wants a painted ice. Hello, Fishymon.
Hi, Fishymon.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Hi, Mike.
I think I'm okay, at least when I look at the replay, but I don't know. It could very well be me. Could just be a computer.
Hey, the machine. If there's a machine whirring sound or like a motor in the background, that's me. Other than that.
Oh yeah, that kind of noise sets me off.
Hello.
That and very loud booms that sound like they could be gunshot or grenades.
Oh yeah.
Had 2 loud ones last night and nothing else, so I know it wasn't fireworks.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that when I talked to you yesterday. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's another one later that night.
Oh, really?
After we got done with the stream.
Yikes. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. Hopefully you'll be moving soon. Hopefully.
Oh, 4th of July is right around the corner. It's just getting started.
No, but I said hopefully you'll be moving.
It wouldn't matter. 4th of July, I'm not leaving the country.
True. But that's only one night.
No, it isn't. Not where I live.
Oh.
Not where most people live. It's like the whole week, at least, with fireworks going off.
Usually it's only 1 or 2 days. It's not generally that long for me.
Well, that's because okay, you live in a wealthy neighborhood. I don't.
True.
And in the poorer neighborhoods, they tend to do fireworks all week long.
No, that's not true, because right next door to us is East Palo Alto, which actually I think was last year. They because of everything going on right now in the pandemic, they didn't have any fireworks. So I want to say it was 4th of July, but I'm not.
Are you talking about legal fireworks or illegal fireworks?
Illegal. Everybody was doing it in East Palo Alto.
Now, see, last year they made certain ones legal in New York, but somehow or another everybody was doing all the illegal ones too, and they just paid no attention to it. And it's because they didn't actually have a lot of regular fireworks shows going on.
Yep.
What are those fish I'm looking at?
These are electric blue acaras.
Oh, those are pretty. How big do they get?
They get pretty good size. They can get like.
Yeah.
My brother's got a pair of them that's like 8 or so inches.
Yep, that's what I thought.
And then.
Oh, jeez.
These guys.
Yeah,
down
Danny,
here
I play that every night. Every week when I go to Lockport, they're doing off the barge. They do fireworks, and I have to zero in on it and make sure it's fireworks. Yeah, the ticket is the least of the worries. There's so much damage
Yeah,
that can happen from
I'm
misuse
with
of
you on that
those.
one.
And with all
True.
the global warming that's going on, I would be afraid to have them in my neighborhood. It's getting
Yeah,
way
so it's
too
only
hot in
about
too many
nice for
neighborhoods
us.
for long periods of time.
Yep.
We just
It's been
like
easy,
set
but
some new records here today.
oh
It
really?
was
Is it that
gnarly.
hot?
Yeah. Yeah,
But the
dude. It
part,
it hit a in like Portland, Vancouver area, it hit 113.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, I think I
that is
saw.
That's Texas, Arizona hot, you know.
yeah. Except for, do you
And then
guys
it's
have the
and then it's still,
humidity? Because here
yeah,
in New
it's
York
still
we have humidity
40%.
and heat.
Yeah, it's still up at 40%.
I think
It's not fun.
Well, it's
Alex
nice if
posted
there's a
it
lot
today.
of rain leading up to the 4th of July. It means nothing will catch on fire, hopefully.
I
See,
know.
the issue here is the last year there hasn't been any rain. It's been very dry the last year and a half since like last year.
Oh, I think we might. Okay. I thought we were losing you there for a minute, Kevin. You
I
were
said,
buffering.
yeah, even last year we were having issues with not enough rain. We haven't had rain in like a year and a half. We haven't had much rain in like a year and a half
Oh, so your
since last
soil's
year.
not prepared to absorb it at all.
Hello, Jeffrey. No, it's we haven't had any period.
Hi,
We still don't.
Jeffrey.
We still don't have any rain. We're in a drought. We're definitely in a drought because it's bad. Yeah, no, we have not had any rain or very little, like one day, but not much. Especially since it's winter time. It was winter time.
Hi, Roundhouse.
Hello, Roundhouse. Everybody's popping
Howdy,
in.
Roundhouse.
We were supposed to get rain and it never came. It just got more and more humid. So
Oh,
the
really?
storm must have skirted. Well, we got a little bit of a sprinkling, but the storm itself must have skirted around us.
Oh. Okay, so I'm curious, Bateson, what other hobbies do you have, if any?
Um,
Or is it mainly just
I
your
like
aquariums? Does that keep you busy most of the time?
this keeps me busy most of the time, but after I get my house and stuff sold and get a little bit more money under my belt, I'm gonna finish up my
Yay,
car. I like to
Roundhouse.
work on cars.
Nice.
That's yeah, I got a '83 Firebird in the garage out there.
Oh, so you like to work on the older cars, the real ones.
Yeah, yeah.
You kept.
I built my entire big block from like every nut, bolt, cranny. I did all the machining. I did everything for that.
Yeah, I love the older cars that are all metal and have the big engines and
Hello, Diego. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it doesn't generally rain, which is not good.
hi, multiple aquariums.
Especially since we usually give all of our we for some odd reason decided we were gonna give some water to SoCal, which is a pain.
Yeah, Jeffrey,
That's
I
very
actually
annoying.
spent some time in Hawaii, and when I was there, it rained every day, but it could rain and you would not get wet. It was the weirdest
What?
thing. It would rain, but you wouldn't get wet. It would evaporate before it would hit your skin.
You're joking.
No, I'm not. There were some
That's a
days that
thing.
it
Hey,
was such
Shanna.
a fine misty rain that it would evaporate before it hit your skin.
Oh, wow. I know it's hot. It sometimes can be
Of course,
hot when
that
it
was
hits your
20
skin,
years.
but
Well, no, that was 40 years ago or more. I
oh,
imagine
California with this
it's
funny
only
water
gotten
bubble.
worse. Hi, Shauna.
Hello, Shanna.
Shana.
Hope you're well, Shanna.
Shana. I always say your name wrong. Well, at least I get Danny's name right.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to mess up.
No,
Okay,
his last
Bateson,
name.
oh, Weshi?
Yes, a lot of people have trouble saying it.
Yeah. How many
Yes,
tanks do
dry
you have,
rain.
Bateson? I'm curious.
What?
I said, how many tanks do you have now?
Oh, that's
Pond.
nice, Fishymon.
So do you count totes as tanks?
I consider those ponds. More so.
So we have, between me and my wife, there's 24 tanks set up in this room. 25 if you include the, oh wait. I don't think I counted including, because my wife did just set up a couple more. Oh shoot. Here,
Hello, Andre.
go around and
You
count
know,
for a
Danny,
bit.
I never understood that song. You'd think if you were going through a desert on a horse with no name, you'd give the darn horse a name.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 26 running right now.
Oh,
There's
wow. That's awesome.
9, 30, 31. There's 32 or 33 in here in total. And then I've got like
So you've got
10 more out in my shop.
Wow.
That's sacrilege. You have like 23 that aren't set up? That's sacrilege.
Oh, I've got a bunch of things that aren't set up. So
That is sacrilege.
that one being the one that's been gnawing at me the most, but
Our
that needs a
natural
lot of work.
aquariums.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have
natural
to
aquarium.
fill stuff and fix it, and then go through and water test it and drain it and fill more spots. Now,
Oh,
I've got all
yeah,
these
lucky
fish
you.
tanks out here too. I've got this is an 80-gallon tall weird.
Oh,
I
wow.
liked that tank. I don't know. I just really
That
liked
one would
it for
make
some
us
reason.
a fantastic saltwater seahorse tank.
I was thinking Ultim Angels or something really tall.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's almost 30 inches tall. It's a really tall
Well,
tank.
seahorses, they need the tall tanks because they swim up and down, not side to side.
Hmm.
I did
That's
not know
something to
that.
think about for me because I have always kind of wanted seahorses too. And then I got a bunch of 10s right here. There's a 20 long back there.
Are you inside? Why is it so sunny out there? Where are you?
It's actually not sunny. I mean, it's in a shop thing.
No, but
those are
you
all
were
just.
outside showing.
But outside is
You were
bright, so
outside
it's
showing us the pond.
it's daylight hours still.
Oh, yeah, those are my not set up tanks. My ponds are out in like the greenhouse back over there. So
Oh, so the greenhouse lights were on.
there's a shop. I got a garage, and then I got a greenhouse up over back here in this room.
Yeah, but where are you located? Where do you live? Because it looks like it's sunny still there. Hello,
Washington. Like Vancouver, Washington.
It looks, yeah, it still looks
West
pretty
Coast.
sunny.
Yeah, it's super sunny out here.
Our sun's going down here.
I mean, it's still peeking through a couple trees here, kind of deal. Like it's like right there, but
Well, we can still see everything.
Yeah, I still have a gift card from Christmas time that I gotta use that I won. But every time I go to the website, they don't have anything that's in stock.
What?
Oh, who was it? Oh, I forget.
Oh.
He does the streams with Ed.
Oh, James, Fish Room Fever.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. I do remember that now. So I'm curious. What was? How many ponds do you have now? I know you said
so the four out here, and then the 4 inside.
Okay.
So 8 ponds in total.
So you have 8 ponds, 23 tanks set up, and then you have like what?
26 set up right now.
26 set up and 23 not set up yet.
I think like
that's what it sounded like.
10. I think there's like 10 outside, 11, 12. If you count the 2 big ones, which I'm getting ready to set those
just
up.
to figure out where to put all the other tanks.
Oh yeah, that's so. What I'm thinking I might do in here is take the 150 and slide it this way, drop this one on the ground, and then put the second one up on a stand behind it, like up over here behind it, and then do the same with this. Put this down, or put this up on a stand, and then put the 225 on the ground in front of it.
Wait, what size tank is that? What size tank is that one?
Make like a double wide island out of it.
This is a 125. Yeah, basically.
So you're gonna put the 125. Oh, okay.
Put that up, and then have the 2 150s right next to each other, and then have the 125 and the 220 right next to each other. That's kind of my plan.
Nice. Okay, so what advice would you give someone who is just getting into the hobby? I'm curious.
Get a bigger room.
Well, honestly, this is the first thing I would show them. And I would say, don't be discouraged by this. It happens to everyone. But if you let the tank establish itself properly and you let plants grow in, it goes away.
What, the algae?
Yeah, because it seems like a lot of people stop this hobby because they don't want to deal with algae anymore. They're like so obsessive compulsive about it that they don't want to deal with it anymore. That's happening.
Well, I
Yeah.
think in some way, yeah, we get to the point where it gets
Jen.
overwhelming and we say, okay, that's enough. I have to stop this. But slowly, if we decide at that point to get rid of all the fish that we have, at some point they slowly start creeping back in. Even if it's just getting bettas or snails or just something that one small aquarium. Once you've gotten this deep into the hobby, you never go to having none unless you really just can't handle taking care of it. This picture's not frozen.
Hey, Lori.
Hi,
Haven't seen
Mr.
you in a little.
Whole room of
Yeah, I don't
tanks,
think it's
and
frozen.
that one just looks.
Yeah, I have that problem. I've been having algae outbreaks, and
You need to put your
Kevin
you need
keeps
to put
telling
your
me I
lights
need
on
to
a
do a fit.
timer.
Put my lights on a timer,
Mine are.
and he wants me to do a fish room tour.
So,
And it's
you want
like,
to
oh
know?
my goodness. I've got enough
She
Here,
to
doesn't
do just
listen to me
taking care
though.
of the tanks.
I
Well, you
recommend
wouldn't have to.
something to you. Instead of dealing with a normal timer, use one of these. They hook up to your Wi-Fi. They're like
Yep.
Well,
Casa
$20 for
Wi-Fi
two of them.
timers.
I
Casa Wi-Fi
actually have
timers.
like
Yeah.
I got
the
4 of them for 30.
power strips that have
Yeah.
timers included on them.
Oh,
I
those are
just
nice
have to
too.
set them.
Those are nice too. I've had a couple of those.
I have the Casa Wi-Fi light time, or I have the Casa
Can't hear
Wi-Fi
you,
light
Kevin.
timer. I have the Casa Wi-Fi light timers, and I put power strip, and I have like 10, 12 hooked up to that, or no, yeah, at least 5 or 6. All of my lights hooked up to that Casa Wi-Fi light timer, and I'm just running it off of that, so that I don't have to pay for. I don't have to buy more timers, and I already have the power strip. And thank you, Monster Fish Gal. Can you hear me?
Time to go. Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay.
I down.
Are you walking away from your computer, Kevin?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm gonna have
I'm
to
on.
try headphones. I hate headphones.
Hello, J Rock.
Actually,
Hope you're well.
Cat, you gotta move. I can't get to
give
what I need to do.
me about 5 minutes or so. I will be right back.
Okay.
No worries.
Let's put you guys up.
How are you, J Rock? Hope you're doing well.
Okay, now I'm hearing music.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in the car. Yeah, I can see. I can see that. Sorry, J Rock. All right, let's see.
Yay,
Okay,
J-Rock.
okay, Jeffrey, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Not that you were telling me, but Jen,
What?
we're gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
Okay.
Do you see the comment pin?
It's kind of blacked out on mine. I
S
only
says,
see part of it.
Jeffrey says it was hilarious. I would tell you, but you should watch to get the whole feel of the story. I cannot explain it better than you just watching it. Where is the actual comment? Where did it go? I'm on my phone, so it's hard to see it all. But apparently, Kenny or Danny was telling a story about Kenny making love to a fish tank.
Oh boy.
There's the real. Jeffrey says, watch the replay. Kenny made love to a fish tank.
Oh, that's gotta be funny.
Danny tells the story, so their streams are always interesting, and I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Oh yes.
Most definitely. All right, let's see. I'm going back down.
Yes, the coincidents are wonderful. I love watching them for those.
Yeah, so do I. Although I will say my ribs always hurt.
I don't know how you could have lost or missed her telling about him being banned from using the lawnmower because he almost ran over the rabbits.
I don't remember that one. See, for some reason they're always right around dinner, so I have to watch the replays. And once in a while I don't always get to them, but
I
usually I
think
get to them.
Kenny just likes to be silly.
Yeah.
Which is why we all love to watch him.
I don't know what you're talking about. No clue what you're talking about. Not me at all.
Yeah, sure. Like you don't obsess about your fish tanks. I go in my fish tank and clean out algae every day. That's my way of showing love to it.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I can't either. And every time somebody says, don't go down that rabbit hole, I think of Kenny.
Yeah, I know. You've said that several times. I love that. I don't think yeah, I didn't watch that one until you meant, or I haven't seen that one, but I know you mentioned it. Let's see. Did I miss anything? S says, I'm crying. Yeah, that's my problem, is my ribs always hurt after I watch one of their shows.
No, I don't sleep with an aquarium in my bed, just at the foot of the bed and next to the bed and across from the bed.
Basically
I don't
everywhere
actually
but her
put it
bed.
in the bed with me.
She has one everywhere but her bed, is what she's saying.
Yeah, because Larry wouldn't let me get rid of the bed. He told me I had to keep the bed.
Wait, why can't you just sleep on top of the tank? That would solve the problem.
Because the tank's a little too fragile for that.
Bummer. Hello, Patrick Hardy. Why? You just build a big wooden one.
Hi, Patrick.
You just build a big wooden one as like your bed
Yeah,
frame
yeah.
underneath, and then sleep on top of that. There you
And
go.
I could win the lottery and have one of those tanks built for me, special custom made to be a box
Or
spring aquarium.
yeah, that's what I mean. Or you could buy the what $2,000 headboard fish tank. You could do that too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd be afraid of it leaking and breaking above my head.
well, then why aren't you afraid of all your tanks cracking and drowning from all the
Because
water in your room?
because none of them are above my head. Or at least not to the point where I couldn't just stand up and not drown.
Unless multiple burst.
Even if multiple bursts, there are multiples that are bursting at 3 feet high, and my head is at 5 foot high.
Yeah,
It's
all
not
right.
it's not going to give enough of a tidal wave to knock me on my butt where I would not be able to get out of the water and breathe.
And hello, Patrick Hardy. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a little. Missed the mama, but got the beat.
He'll never live it down.
Wait, what?
He'll never live it down.
No, I'm reading comments. I know. I will give you that, Jeffrey. Although I love the coincidence.
Yeah, he killed the bunny rabbits with the lawnmower. So he got banned from using the lawnmower.
That's funny.
But I think that's fair.
Well, I mean, less work for him.
Yeah,
That's just one less thing he has to do. I wouldn't be upset with that.
me neither.
Is it just me that you
Although
can't hear very well?
some people really enjoy being able to go out and mow the lawn and just take hours riding around on a riding lawnmower.
Yeah, Patrick Hardy, I can see that. You're in Texas, right?
Oh, you
If
probably
I'm
got a
not
sunburn
mistaken.
on the back of your neck.
No, I think it's hot there.
No, but
But
if
yeah,
he's been out in the sun today, he got a sunburn on his neck.
yeah. I think he lives in Texas, right? Or near there? And it was really hot.
Yeah, I know. When we went out for dinner, I got really hot in the restaurant. And then I got home and I got really hot then. Oh, Patrick doesn't burn.
Wait, I have four what? Oh, he has four now. Ooh. Apparently S is Patrick doesn't burn.
Yeah, that's what he says. Oh, is Deborah in here?
Uh, no, not yet. Why? Hello? Jen? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Why do you why did you ask if Deborah is in here?
because somebody, Patrick Hardy said hello, S and Deborah, and Mike's Aquatics.
I have not seen Deborah in here.
I didn't either. That's why I was wondering if he knew something we didn't know.
Oh, my stupid phone. There we go.
Maybe Deborah's supposed to be on her way. I don't know. But that would be nice. We like Deborah. There he is.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries. You mentioned it before.
Then, of course, they saw like the fish room through the window. They're here to buy a fish tank filter. They're like, "Oh man, can we come in and see?"
Oh yeah. I don't think anybody could go to your house and like fish and not say that.
That's pretty much. It
That
always gets people all excited, you know.
Is that
Oh yeah.
the FX5 you just got today?
Yep.
Was that the FX5 you just got?
Yeah,
nice.
It was. Yep.
That's awesome.
And then he's gonna buy a couple other things from me next week too.
And yes, Kevin, it
Of
was
course
just you that is low on my computer. I don't know why. Because his volume is fine. It's just yours.
The Natural Aquarium says, Natural Aquarium says he's out of krill and clams, so the Fahaka will
You're getting snails tonight.
be getting snails tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yep, you're starting to get that electronic breakup.
What?
I have 4 tins already. Yeah, Patrick.
Well, you know, that's where the original term redneck came from. It was from Southerners who were doing a lot of work in the fields and always had their head down doing their work, and the back of their necks would get red.
Sorry.
Because it would get sunburned. That's before they came up with do-rags and things like that to protect them.
What's your favorite type of fish, Bateson? Bateson?
Can you hear Kevin?
He's probably doing something right now. Bateson, can you hear me?
My bad. Yep.
No worries. I had a feeling
I am back.
For a sec. So what?
Yeah, my wife was asking about sand.
What is your favorite type of fish? I know it's a loaded question.
Right now, or just like in general?
The species of fish in general.
So in general, like over, the length of time, I've been probably most obsessed with pufferfish. But lately, I've been really getting into dwarf cichlids.
Oh.
I think actually one of my big tanks, when I set the other two up that are outside, I think one of those might end up being either a pistogramma tank or like a ram tank or, some sort of a dwarf. I was actually even thinking maybe shellies, like some caudopotamus.
You could also look for some dwarf pike.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah, That's kind of what I was thinking now. But seems like a lot of them
Natural
are really
Aquariums
expensive
put
to
up a
get
link
into.
to his most recent video.
Yes, I saw that.
Patrick Carty says he's been eyeballing the red Tucana jewel cichlids. Wants to know what, or Jeffrey Watts says he's been eyeballing the red Tucana
And he
jewel
wants to know what
cichlids.
Patrick thinks.
Wants to know what Patrick thinks.
Children of the Sun. I'm a
Patrick, you're a moon child, are you?
Let's see. Danikin would probably sell you some. Oh, well, wait. How? No, not that close. Okay. He probably would. Although, trying to get shrimp is not easy. Trying to get shrimp from them. I know Danny wants to keep all the shrimp she can.
Well, I don't blame her. Shrimp are fun.
They really are. I think they have them in almost every tank they can. That won't eat them, let's put it that way.
I need to get some more Amano shrimp, some blue dreams, and some red cherries.
Yep.
I also want to get some Nerite snails and some more assassin snails.
Yeah, I can see that, J-Rock.
They got those
It's a
green
pain
jade
sometimes.
shrimp. I kind of want to get some.
From what I hear about green jades, they don't breed all that pure.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, I agree with you, Patrick Hardy. Jeffrey Watts should just go for it and go for what you like. You know, if you like them, don't worry about what everybody else thinks about them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. What were you saying, Bateson?
I don't honestly remember.
Oh,
I'm like in a fish tank right now. Yeah, those are a couple. Actually, it's two parents and a kid from them.
Right,
I can't tell which one's which anymore, though.
Yeah, I love koi fish. I've got 6 of them in the 180. I was looking to get some more, but I can't find the same ones. And they didn't really have any at the store when I went the other day of any other species either.
Yeah, it seems like the ones that I want, they don't ever really have that.
Yeah. I like the leopard cories.
That's what always happens, right?
I like the pandas a lot. I don't see a lot of them. And then on top of that, the pandas are really sensitive.
I like the pandas. I have a
And I'd love to have the pygmy ones, but those are really hard to find and very sensitive.
Those are, as funny as it is, I see the pygmy ones a lot at the wet spot. They have like the whole bottom of the tank will just be completely dense with pygmy.
That would be cool. That would be very fun.
Yeah, but imagine how much waste and how much food you have to feed that many cories to keep them alive.
Oh, yeah.
True. Well, I mean, that's with any fish, but yeah.
That's why cories are really the cleanup crew for my tank, but I've decided I'm going with cories, snails, and shrimp now instead of loaches. And because my loaches got aggressive.
Have a good one, Natural Aquarium.
Well, don't let them beat you too bad, Natural Aquarians. You have fun.
Go have some fun. Yeah, don't let them beat you too bad. All right, and don't let them beat you either.
Hi, Shangy girl.
Don't let them beat you intentionally either, because then they'll get the heads. Thank you, Shangy. Let's see, what is... Oh, yeah, J-Rock, I'm not surprised.
So tomorrow should be the big day, Kevin.
Ooh, yay, cool. I can't wait.
I should be putting your stuff in the mail, and I should be going to buy discus.
Ooh, cool. Well, send me pics.
I will.
You should do some... You never do any unboxings. You should do some unboxings or something. Or at least...
I don't need to do unboxings. I go to the store and bring them home in a bag.
Yeah, but you should show what you got. Come on.
That's something I should probably do too.
What, so
I don't like doing unboxings because I don't have anybody to hold the camera and tell me that they can see what I'm trying to show.
It's called a tripod. That's what I always use, at least.
Yeah, and then it's got to be an edited video because I actually have to see what the tripod's showing.
I don't always. I just shoot it at the bucket.
Goes into
I just
more
shoot it
work.
at the bucket or whatever it is that I'm trying to shoot. Jeffrey says discus. Yep. You have
J-Rack, I
well,
agree
right?
100%. Don't do that.
You have zebras too, right? Jeffrey, I know you don't have a ton left, but you still have some, right?
Ooh,
and
nice.
When you get your population up, Jeffrey, I want some of those greens. But now I just left. I was sitting on the floor, and the dang canister would not prime with the button, so I decided to siphon. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's past your beauty rest time, Mike?
HBO Max, the app is very temperamental. Like if you leave it open. Well, good night, Mike.
You have a good night.
So, Bateson,
what are you crunching?
Mice's shrimp.
I think probably some.
Okay.
Mice. I was gonna say some frozen food.
I thought it was Kevin getting into a paper bag again.
Nope, not this time. For once, not the case. Of course, you always blame me for everything, so why am I surprised? I really shouldn't be.
Well, it usually is you, so.
Hey.
If it's not you, it's me, and it couldn't be me. Oh, those are beautiful fish.
Yeah. Sure.
Trying to get them to actually keep a batch. They keep laying eggs, and halfway through, they just eat all of them.
You might have to
Have you
remove them.
tried? Have you tried separating them from the tank? Separating the parents and the...
I tried pulling out half the last batch, but I ended up losing them like a week into the wiggler phase.
Oh yeah, probably didn't get enough to eat. I'm trying to do some microcultures for that reason.
Yeah, J-Rock, isn't it awesome when you get out of the fish room all set up and you look around it and it's like, oh, look at all my fish.
Hello and good night, Elizabeth.
I know,
Yeah,
I can sit in my computer chair and spin in circles. Make myself dizzy with fish tanks.
Yeah, I actually got rid of a sofa and brought in one of those outdoor swivel rocking gliding chairs so that I can sit and turn it completely around and watch all my fish tanks.
That is pretty awesome. Although I probably get a headache from moving around quite so much.
Well, no, because it doesn't move fast, it moves slow.
Okay.
Let's go feed someone a little bit more hungry. Those guys are sketched out. They're still getting used to their.
Well, Patrick, hopefully those major storms, hopefully you don't get the flooding, but your fish know the storms are there and start breeding.
Nice, J-Rock. Although, is it ever really done? I know you got I think you said you got your tanks drilled, right? Did you get all that cleaned up? Watch with all the hot weather in our zone already. Oh, yeah. Watch, we going to have some major storms and major floods. Yeah, I can see that. Where do you live, Patrick? I thought it was near Texas, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, your wallet is in shock, I'm sure. I know I've spent over $3,000 this year.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, I don't think it's quite that bad for me. Although I could. Although if I got something on the 25th, does that count as part of this year?
Yes. Yes, we're only in June.
Yeah, and the calendar year starts in January.
Yes, so yes. Anything that you buy from January up until December 31st is this year.
Yeah, but I got something last December 25th. Does that count? Well,
No.
Technically I bought it the 25th, but then it didn't get delivered till like the 6th.
No, if you paid for it before the end of the year, that's last year.
Okay, good. Then no, I have not.
But at the rate you're going to?
Okay, it is Houston. What was that, Jen?
At the rate you're going, you'll go past that mark probably.
What do you mean at the rate I'm going?
Well, you've been buying new fish. You're planning on buying a stand. You're planning on getting the other tanks set up.
Really? Oh, yeah, but that's gonna be over like a year. That's not gonna be soon.
That's going to be within this year if you can find a way to make it happen, and you know it.
That aren't shorter tanks than that.
What was that, Bateson?
Talk to my wife, sorry.
Oh,
no worries. Once you get started making the fish room, it just
this stuff
grows.
That is so true.
Yeah. Grab a piece of wood.
So, Bateson,
Be careful though.
what
He
are
is
the
a nipper.
different types? What are you guys feeding?
Oh, I fed the puppers.
Yeah, you might want to go get a generator if you're that worried about it, Jeffrey.
Mice
Ooh.
shrimp.
Yeah, J-Rock, that's kind of what I'm loving about now, having everything set up in this room the way I want it, except for I might add one more rack. I'm going to be able to maintain my water changes. I'm going to be able to dial in the light schedule and really focus on the
Wait, how are you
breeding
gonna
of
do
these fish.
water change?
Well, Larry just bought me a Tiger electric water siphon pump thing to do the gravel bucket or the water changes. It takes water out, it puts water in, and it will also clean the sand. And I have a window right behind the rack. All I got to do is open it up and pour the water out the window. And by the 180, I have my back porch door, so I can put it right out that door. All of my tanks are within hose reach of the door, a window, something. Yeah, the snowstorms were new for you guys. I know that. The other thing you can do if you're worried about just a short electrical outage is just get the electric air pumps that are battery operated.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, although it's not totally reliable.
No, it isn't, but it's better than nothing. And if you have
Yeah,
a
that's what I
US,
did.
if you have the USB ones, you can charge your computer up through your cars. Sometimes you can charge them in other places that have power, and then use take your computer to where the uh, unit is and power it through the battery of the computer. Yeah, I'm worried about the hot water weather for everybody creating problems with their fish this year because people, we're used to high temperatures being 90, 100, maybe 110, and we're breaking records all over the country.
Oh yeah, I'm lucky. I got one industrial sized AC in my bedroom, and I run a separate AC out here in the fish room.
Yep, well, right now I'm lucky. I've got an AC that when I run it and puts all the different fans on in different areas, it keeps the whole house, my whole apartment cool. But I also use extra fans blowing across the top of the tank and things
Hello,
like
Joseph, and
that.
hello, Dreamweaver. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Dreamweaver.
Hi,
Hope
Dreamweaver.
you guys are well.
Dreamweaver. There you go, Joseph Stanley. Yep, a
Yeah, I can't. I've
generator
been baking.
and an inverter from your truck. Yep. And another thing for cooling down,
Ooh, yes, please.
if you have an automatic ice maker in your freezer, or if you just keep up on freezing ice. I used to freeze big chunks of ice in a plastic Tupperware thing and then dump them into a stock pot.
Yep.
Put it on top of a towel and just blow the
Into a
fan
what?
across it. And it's just like having an air conditioner. And it's basically the same technology as a swamp cooler. Where it's adding water and
Cool
cooling.
I wouldn't, never used one, never tried it, so I wouldn't know.
But you got to make sure you put a towel under it because the container will sweat and make wherever you put it wet.
Well, at least all the fish look like they're doing well.
But that's another way to keep the house cool. And you can also do, you can freeze bottles of water and just float them in your tank if you're worried about the tanks being too hot.
Gallon jugs for big tanks too.
Yep.
So what fish do you have in your fish room right now, Bateson? Bettas, what else?
So bettas, puffers, I've got rams, Jack Dempsey's, angelfish, guppies, shelly. I've got a very oddball tank.
How difficult are shellies to take care of?
If you have like harder, higher pH water, not hard at all. Honestly, they're really easy. I haven't had any problems with them.
Do you have to mix it and make salt water? Do you have to mix and make salt water?
For shell dwellers?
No, they're not saltwater
You have
fish.
to mix. Sorry, for the puffers.
Oh no, they're all freshwater. I only do freshwater.
Sorry, I was talking about the puffers. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, he's only got freshwater puffers, so he doesn't have to do that either.
When I get a figure 8, I'll have to do brackish. That's kind of why I haven't yet. They have like over at local store. They always have like these massive like 3-inch freaking.
Yep.
For like $10. Like what are you feeding those things?
But the thing is, it's because they're brackish water, they don't sell too many.
Yeah, and that's they hold on to the same batch for 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, that seems like.
And you know that they're feeding them a crap ton of snails because they've always got snails if they sell any kind of plants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That store is really nice though because like so the wet spot everything is all on a single system, right? But this other local store I go to, K's Aquarium, K's Aquatics, they actually have every tank is like set up kind of like, it's basically like a fish room. Every tank is separated. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
Now, do you have to provide shells for the shellies to live in and then get bigger ones as they grow?
No,
they don't need to get bigger ones, but you do need to provide shells.
Huge. Yeah, you start out with whatever size shell they would fit in their growth.
Can't you get some like abalone shells or whatever? Not abalone, but there are some like escargot shells or something like that. You can get like escargot shells, I thought.
You do like conch shells, or you could use clam shells, and if you like bury them with the cup side.
Okay.
So basically, they'll dig out the underside themselves and kind of make it into a cave for themselves.
Oh.
I don't know if there are any. To answer your question, Jeffrey, I don't know if there are any puffers that don't need to trim their beaks.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, Dreamweaver. Right now, I
Well,
just branched out into cichlids by getting the cribs, and I also got killifish now. So yeah, I'm thinking about the shell dwellers because I like small fish, and I've really been liking the attitude of the cichlids, but most cichlids get large. And I do like community fish also, so that's another thing I need to know. Do killifish or shell dwellers get along with each other?
um, it's hit and miss, like species to species. Uh, there's certain ones that go a lot better in communities than others. I mean, the cotopunks that I have, which are not technically a shell dweller, but they'll shell dwell sometimes. I don't know. It's like right on that line. They're considered it, but they're not. Uh, those guys, they're really aggressive. I had one of them chase another one until it jumped out of the tank.
Oh my goodness.
Um, After that one was gone, though, there hasn't been problems from there since. Everyone's relaxed.
So it's just that particular species or that particular fish didn't get along well?
I'm kind of unsure on that one. There's cichlids. Let's put it like that.
I do
I
like
think it's.
gouramis, GRB. I have a pearl scale.
I just got. Uh, I've been looking for them forever. I don't know why I couldn't find them. I just got 4 pink kissing brownies,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which
my
those
nephew
guys.
had those a long time ago.
I had some when I was a kid, and I mean, I had one that got freaking huge, and it lasted for years and years. Like, I mean, 7, 8 years my stepdad had it before he got rid of it.
Yeah,
Uh,
kind of had the
after
same
I gave
thing
it to him.
happened. He ended up giving it to his mother, and his mother kept it with tinfoil barbs and stuff like that. It got huge, and it got along great with all of them.
Oh, and they're awesome algae eaters too. That's something nobody seems to realize is the kissing gouramis that I swear I would put them up against plecos on how well they eat algae. That's like all they do all
Well,
day.
Larry just ordered me the Aquarium Atlas book, so I'll be able to do research on creating the more aggressive community tank. But I'm really excited to start looking into these different breeds that originally my boyfriend Larry was like, oh, I don't like them. They're big. I don't like the way they look. They look mean. And then I bought these cribenzas and he fell in love with them. and I got the killifish, and he fell in love with them. So he's kind of gotten to the point where he's figured out, just let her get what she wants, and eventually I'll fall in love with it.
Hmm.
The only thing is, we have a deal, no Oscars. Neither one of us really care for the look of the Oscar.
The only way I would get an Oscar is if I was saving it at this point in my life, like, and they would only be a temporary thing. Those guys, if it was small, maybe a little while, but man, they turn into terrorists.
And that's the thing. I don't like the bigger fish where you can actually see the scale of the fish. I like the smaller fish where it's all nice and smooth and pretty pattern, but you don't see the individual scale.
I think it's weird how weird there's like
That's
smaller
interesting. I would
fish
not
with
guess
super
that.
tiny scales, but then like, so pufferfish technically have a type of scale, right? But it's more like a skin. But then I don't know if you've ever seen like when puffers are like moving their organ that they use, whatever it is that they use to puff up like that. You can actually see like all the cracks through their skin where like it separates and expands into the other
Right.
parts. It's really, really weird. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like dry skin.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a wrinkled, uh, where somebody who had wrinkles got really bad dry skin, and all of a sudden the skin got pulled so that it points outwards. It's weird. I do
Yeah,
have a saltwater puffer. I have a Valentini puffer.
things are really cool.
Yeah. Thankfully, he hasn't puffed up. So.
I've only seen her get like close once. You know when they stretch their muscles really hard.
Yep.
She kind of did that.
Yeah, this one is not too happy with the cleaner brass that keeps trying to clean them. But it just kind of bumps into it and bumps it out of the way, and it'll turn a little bit sideways to avoid it, but it hasn't flared up and blown up.
Go get in this big tank pretty soon. Pull some of these freaking wasted clams, shattered dreams.
Well, all those broken clamshells will make the water nice and hard for those shell dwellers.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. It's that natural crushed coral.
Yep, yep, exactly. And that's one thing Kevin had been asking me about, and I don't know where Kevin has gone to at the moment. But he had asked me the one day, he was worried that he doesn't have enough calcium in his tank. And we were going through all the different ways that you can supplement calcium. And, you can put crushed shells in there. You can put crushed coral in there. You can even put crushed eggshell in there.
Yep.
And you can do cuttlebone.
Yeah, you can also do that. That's a real easy way to get it done. The only thing I wouldn't recommend doing is dumping milk in your fish tank.
Yeah, I would definitely not do that. Not unless you want to complain about cloudy water for the next month.
Wonder if like calcium multivitamins. I wonder if we could throw one of those in your tank that would do it.
I'd be worried about doing that because I'd worry that the fish would try to eat it and overdose on it or couldn't digest it.
That's true. I mean, you could find maybe there's like a dissolvable type one. Actually,
Possibly.
just dump it in.
Or yeah, maybe just dissolve it and add it to your water change water.
I don't know. I have pretty high pH, decently hard water out of the tap. It's not crazy hard, but it's hard enough that I don't
Mine
have any problems.
is between 7.6 and 8.6.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Mine's like 7.6, 7.8.
So mine's hard water. But when I test it with the meter, the TDS meter, it's the number's low. So it's really odd.
Hmm.
But I also have an RO unit if I need it. Hey Kevin, we were talking about you while you were gone.
Yeah.
Hope you didn't talk too much crap about me. Although
No,
I know you couldn't help yourself.
Oh, you know us.
No, we weren't talking crap. We were talking about your question the other day about how to get more calcium in the tank for your snails and your shrimp.
That is a good one. I didn't think of that one, but that is a good idea.
But we were wondering if you could actually take just like a calcium supplement and dissolve it in water and add it to the water at water change time.
Okay, but doesn't eggshell also have a lot of calcium in it?
Yes, and that was one of the parts of the conversation was that I had told you you could add the eggshell. And you can also do the crushed coral and the crushed shells, and you can do the cuttle bone.
Yes, I haven't looked at it, Jeffrey. I just got home, but I did see it. And yeah, Jen, because that would be the easiest is using eggshell.
Yeah, because let's face it, you've got a ready supply of it.
I mean, yes, usually what I do is a lengthy-ish process of getting it ground down. Usually I boil it first, then I bake it.
Oh no, boiling it will remove the calcium from it.
Really?
Yeah, all you really want to do is rinse it and get it clean, let it dry, and then crush it up.
I thought you should always boil and then crush it up. Huh.
Nope. No, because boiling it will actually remove the calcium into the water. So you're taking calcium out of the shell when you boil it.
Okay. Let me see. I think I got the pic of them. I saw a picture that you sent, but I don't see. I didn't look at it. Oh, nice.
Well, you're slacking then.
I know I am.
But if you're going to do that, you have to put it on full screen, remember? So we can actually see it.
Yeah. I was trying to just took a few
Turn
seconds.
The phone sideways for us.
Now, can you see it a little bit better?
Yes.
Let's see. There we go.
Nice.
All right, now I'm taking myself off of full screen.
Okay.
Because you don't need to look at my face.
And now, see, he's saying, can you show it on screen so that Bateson can see it?
I didn't hear you there for a sec. What, Jen?
Jeffrey Watts is saying, if you can, show it on screen so Bateson can see the green bubble tea.
Yeah, I just did.
Well, he was hoping you could actually just share the picture.
I thought he said, can you show it on screen?
Yeah, but he's hoping you could do it like full screen, just the picture, not the phone and all that. Like download the picture and then share the picture.
Give me just a sec then. I'm on my iPad, so that's always fun.
That's why we all tell you you need an actual real computer.
I have a real computer.
That is Windows based.
I was in the car.
Oh, that's right. You're still in the car.
I just got home like a few minutes ago.
Oh, you are home now. Okay.
Okay. Clearly you weren't looking at my screen because yes, I'm at home. That's why my screen has been on and I'm at home. But clearly you're not looking at that because I don't know what you're doing right now. No comment?
I'm reading chat. That's what I'm doing. And I wasn't paying attention.
Of course you weren't.
And Patrick Hardy says, Kevin, when you was younger, did your family put the belt on you?
Maybe. Actually, no. They did not.
Says, maybe?
Yeah, no, he did. No, they did not. I'm trying to think. No, they did not.
I got it a couple times, but...
Oh, I used to get it. But my mother would get into an argument with me. She'd back me up into the corner, and then she'd tell me, wait till your father gets home. So then my father would get home, and she'd tell him, you got to deal with her. And he'd take me in the bedroom, and he'd ask me, okay, what's your side of the story? I'd tell him, and if he thought that it wasn't justified, he'd say, okay, get up, lay across my lap. I'd lay across his lap, he'd put a pillow on my butt, take his belt and say, you better scream like it hurts. And he'd whack the pillow.
Yeah.
Because he knew Mom was just being unreasonable, but he'd have hell to pay if he didn't do what she told him to do. Yeah, I would love to see it in better frame also, Bateson or Jeffrey.
Wait. Yeah, give me a sec. I will. I don't know why. I thought I could do it on my.
Yeah, Larry will be here in a little bit. He's got to bring me some laundry that I had him do.
What is he doing? Isn't it Sunday?
Yeah, he's at work. He works 7 days a week for this guy.
You're right. I forgot. It's only you don't have anything because you're not gaming right now.
Right. Today's a non-gaming day.
I always get confused. Because I do try and remember your schedule, but don't always. That and I never know when you guys end.
Well, because that changes. Some days we end a little bit early, some days we end a little bit late. It all depends on how much the Dungeon Master has worked up and how involved the next battle is going to be, or if we run late in our battle. Patrick wants to know what you're doing, Kevin.
I am setting up my computer so that I can actually show it. Because I cannot share from
he just got home from Tahoe.
iPad, so I'm trying to set up my computer because you guys are being very demanding.
I know, we expect so much work out of you.
Well, I guess it would help if I put it in the right slot, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see. Now I just need to pull it up on my computer. So what are you feeding now, Bateson? Or did you finish feeding?
No, I'm pretty much finished feeding.
That was quick.
I usually just kind of feed like general food. I can feed most of the tanks at once.
What were you feeding? It sounded like a frozen food.
It was just mysis shrimp.
And do you feed that every day or just certain days?
Whenever I feel like they're hungry. I don't know, every third or fourth day usually I go through and feed the whole room, and then the smaller fish I usually feed like between every day to every 2 days. I like to give them breaks depending on how much I do end up feeding them.
I do the same thing. I don't like to overfeed my fish. I'd rather them have a day to purge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generally underfeed. I don't overfeed.
There's some days I'm like, all right, you guys
so
are getting a
surprised I have
treat.
so many snails. Because it's like, I'm not feeding you that much. How the heck is it that I still keep getting more snails? But then again, I remember I'm not feeding them that much, so it's probably just that the snails are having to come further out of the gravel, and I'm seeing them more.
Oh.
Eventually they will die off because I do have the assassin snails in there now. So they'll get rid of those trumpet snails.
Alright, so let's see. Come on.
I've actually gotten to the point where I've wondered if my fish store would buy trumpet snails from me.
Who was it? Dan Slee today was suggesting that I get some trumpet snails instead to outcompete the pond snails, and I'm like, I don't know.
I like trumpet snails a lot more.
I like trumpet snails more than I like pond snails, but I don't like trumpet snails either. I like the assassin snails. I like the golden mystery snails. I like the blue mystery snails.
See, and I will say that's the big difference between like
I don't mind ram's horn snails.
ram's horns. Oh man, I like them, but they do reproduce really fast.
Yeah. I've got a couple in my tank right now that are blue.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that they'll breed true, because I've had somebody tell me that they will buy those ones.
Let's see. Can you see that? Ah. Can you guys see that?
No.
It's not showing up at all?
Nope.
Here we go. There we go. Now it's showing up. Oh, yeah, there we go. But that's the shrimp. The Babalti, green Babalti shrimp. And you said they breed true, Jeffrey?
Oh, wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's very green, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's much more green than the green jade ones that I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't pulled the trigger on the green jade, because to me they look like they're more brown with green splotches.
They're just a little bit too translucent for me, and you have to cull quite a bit. Those assassin snails with multiple 2, and yeah, if you have a ton, they can. I only have 3 in my tank, so I'm hoping that the snails will be fine with them in it. I only have 3 in there, so I'm hoping the shrimplets will be okay with them.
Right. I have a dozen assassin snails, and I've mixed like 1 or 2 in a tank, because I have 23 tanks. I know that they can kill small fish if they can catch them. I also know that they could decide to kill shrimp, but the assassin snails in general prefer to eat snail. So as long as there's snail in the tank, they should leave everything else alone.
Which I did not realize.
But I did separate out all the snails that I want to breed. I have my, or not the snails, the shrimp. My cherry reds and my blue dreams are in separate tanks that don't have the assassins or any snails in them, for that matter. At the moment, at least. And I got a spider coming down from the fan.
Do you have any? Do you have any shrimp, Bateson?
Yeah, some red cherries. That's pretty much it, though.
Okay.
I was looking into getting some like green ones next, or
Which ones?
if they the green ones, the
Green jade.
Oh.
yeah.
Only problem with those is you have to cull quite a bit because they don't breed true. At least from what I've heard.
Well, and that's we were just talking about the what was the berry? What are they called?
Which ones? The
Those, the Baltic.
Yeah, the Babaltis. Jeffrey was saying that those breed a lot more true.
And how big do they get, Jeffrey? Just the same as the other Neos?
Wait. Yeah, they breed true and they get a yellow neon line on their back. I like them because they are Caridina shrimp that live in Neocaridina water parameters. I want to see if I can get some of those. We have extremely strict importation laws here in Western Australia and have very few snails and shrimp allowed into our state. So never seen assassin snails.
Yeah, the assassin snails are shaped like the trumpet snail, but they're like a cream or yellowish color with brown, kind of like a candy cane striping.
Oh.
So they're pretty neat to watch. What's your question, J Rock? How many tanks have I broken? I wouldn't say I've broken any. I do have one tank that I'm trying to reseal. It was one of those all-in-one systems, and the interior never sealed up properly for the filter to work right.
Oh.
But I haven't broken any tanks.
I broke one, but it was on purpose. It was already cracked.
They're small. They're slightly smaller than Neos, and Roundhouse is one. Yeah, see,
Okay.
I haven't tried drilling tanks, so I haven't really broken too many yet.
Oh, you broke one at Petco.
Oh,
Before
you
or
break
after
it, you buy
paid for it?
You break it, you buy it.
Yeah, how did they react to that, J-Rock?
I know, right? GRB? J-Rock. Sounds like a good story there, LOL. And I think I'm going to end it in just a few minutes. I think 5 more minutes, and 5 or 10 more minutes, and I am going to end it because it is already 10:05 here. So I know it's probably getting late there. So I think I'm going to go
1 o'clock. Still early, but okay.
For you, yeah. But I think Bateson probably wants to get some other stuff done, and I still haven't eaten dinner. Yeah, with an employee.
Yeah, that's.
To my. Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay. She
Oh,
said.
so they broke it.
Okay, well that's not too bad.
Yeah. Basically, because they were assisting you to take it to the car, they were still in possession of the tank.
But well, yeah. I mean, technically he had already paid for it, but I think I think it is still technically. Anyways, yeah. Depending on what size, they do still have. I mean, you can return them technically, but yeah, I'm gonna go till 10:10, and then I'm gonna ended, I think.
All right, I'll just
Yeah, my
have to get
phone's
some
getting
more
close to
tank work
dead.
done.
What was that, Bateson?
I said, yeah, my phone's getting close to dead anyways.
Yep,
And I see, I had my phone all charged up just in case Kevin needed to have me attached through the phone for him.
yeah, luckily I got home with not too much difficulty.
Yeah. It was
it's
definitely much better tonight than it has been the last couple of times.
How is right now?
Pretty good.
Okay, I don't know if he did, but he's going to upgrade the internet, so hopefully that'll be good.
That'll help a lot.
So any future or upcoming projects you've got, Bateson? Any cool
Mainly
projects?
just the big tanks. Want to move those in here.
Thank
Getting
you for
that
stopping in, J-Rock.
220. Getting that 220 all finished, sealed up and stuff.
Have a good night, Patrick.
Yeah, that'll be a nice tank.
Yeah, I can't wait.
What are you gonna put in it?
So I was kind of thinking I'll probably put my iridescent shark in there.
Ooh.
Any other tank mates?
Oh, and his phone died.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably a good time for us to call the stream then.
Yep. It's a minute till, so yeah, I think we'll end it here. Thank you all for coming. I hope everyone has a good night. And I'm going to go eat dinner. Thanks all for coming. Please hit that like button.
And hope to see y'all tomorrow night.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.